talked about breaking him down physically and mentally. What was the key to finally stopping a man who was relentless?
I really just asked Gomac what to do. And he told me start moving to my left more, use more feints, then it'll come to me, and the knockout's gonna come.
Lightweight division is stacked. What does this mean for you in terms of where you are in this weight class?
Hey, for that other southpaw on the other side of the street, this is an example for you. But I probably can do you a little earlier than that. You and Earl keep saying this, that, and the third. I want to fight, but y'all calling out other fighters. Why is that? I want to fight you. I want to fight you. You feel me? If you want to fight, let me know, because I want to fight.
Too many losses in these streets, got fans standing on their feet, hear me speak. I'm not afraid to lose, cause I done took so many losses, till the devil get a block. I'm not afraid of you. First off, it's Charles J. That's just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burkhead. Everybody said it won't be, till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. We back in the kitchen. It's early. The sauce is sizzling, and there's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Say, Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, straight up out of Virginia. Say, man, he want all the smoke. He want all the smoke, and I'm just at a point where I just won't deny greatness, bro. I won't deny greatness at this stage in boxing. It's too many labels. Everybody ain't clout chasing. Everybody ain't just looking for some attention. Let me tell you something, bro. I made a video a month ago. That motherfucker get about 1.3K or some shit. But I said, was I wrong about Keyshawn Davis? And I guess that's kind of a thing I got going. I guess that's the fairness in me. Yeah, I've made videos saying, was I wrong about different fighters that I might have misjudged. And I definitely misjudged Keyshawn Davis. I completely misjudged him. I said, boy, you better quit talking. I treated him like a badass stepchild. I treated him like that brother that done took in that woman with them kids, and he really don't give a fuck about them kids. And he just beat, I was just I disciplined them too hard, and I just, we got to show fighters more love too. We got to show fighters more love. All jokes aside, I really like Keyshawn Davis. I like that motherfucker. What that motherfucker Michael said on Friday after, I like that motherfucker. That's real pimping right there. I like that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I like Keyshawn Davis. And another thing I really want to break down, and I just want to, get some shit understood in boxing. At this point, this ain't to nobody but black fans. This is about a black fighter, and this is targeted to black fans. This ain't for nobody else. There's some black shit going on. Black fans, listen, you motherfuckers need to figure out who you like. Figure out who you like. Figure out what you want in boxing. Figure out why the fuck are you even watching boxing. Figure out what you're looking for, and just figure out some more shit. And figure out yourself at the same time. Because you motherfuckers really don't know who you like. I don't know, maybe you like whoever the content creator you like. Whatever fighter he like, that's who you like. I don't know what it is, but at this point, black fans, I told you, I don't care. Black fighters, start going to Slovakia and wear a Slovakia flag. Yeah, try to wear a German flag. Wear your Cuban flag. Wear different flags. And shit, Shakir got away with it. So at this point, come out and say you're a Cuban or some shit. And do that, because at this point, black fans, we really ain't. I'm not finna keep trying to speak up for black fans. We don't support our fighters like that. Nah, we didn't. We supported our fighters. Fatback Fury would have never got away with cheating. Nah, we don't support it. We talk shit about it. Didn't nobody do shit. I ain't never heard no death threats on Fatback Fury. I ain't heard of none of that. I ain't heard no death threats to his wife. I ain't seen nobody throw an orange at his head. I ain't seen nobody slap him and take off running. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen none of that type of shit. So like I said, we don't ride for black fighters. We just ride for the wave. We ride for the moment. And I'm gonna say this once again. There are some very loyal Errol Spence fans. Errol Spence is a huge star. Make no mistake, Errol Spence is a top 3 star in boxing. And he do top 3 numbers in boxing. So, and by the way, even though I said Tank is the face of boxing, this fight is the first fight he outsold Errol Spence. It's the first fight he outsold him. So, make no mistake, Spence a big fan, a big star, but I said Spence fans have changed. Matter of fact, I got another video. Jerome Boost Ennis. I'm gonna make that video. His fans have changed. They're gonna be my next motherfucking video. And that's more important than the Spence video because Spence fans still ride with him. It's just some of them changed. Yeah, some of y'all changed, bro. Y'all don't even talk about him. You don't even talk about Spence no more. So it was only cool to talk about Spence when you were saying Bud was ducking him. Now that we ain't saying Bud ducking no more and they in negotiation, there is no promotion for Errol Spence. So like I'm saying, can we promote him besides saying who's ducking him? Can we just promote his greatness if we really fuck with him? It shouldn't always be about some plick shit. Yeah, it's about only when you beefing with somebody and only when we finna ride down on somebody else is when I'm finna ride with you. Nah, ride with them through it all. So, yeah, we got a lot of selective support. And so I just want to make some shit very goddamn clear. That's why I didn't get in that Bud Spence shit. No, I like both of them. They're great fighters. Hell nah, I don't pick sides. I'm not picking no sides. Nope, not doing it. Because I think it's very important for us as black. We got to quit doing that shit. We got that Crip and Blood, all that shit. You know, I always got to be a black man. We don't know how to start shit without our op being another black folk. Because when you look at Tank fans, their number one op is Devin Haney. But they're not pushing for the fight to happen. But that's they op. They can't stand Devin and No Bill. And Shakir got his own fans. And Spence fans don't like. And Boost fans. You know, it's just a lot of, you know, you motherfuckers are everywhere. You know, so like I said, black fans are too divided to ever support black fighters. We just support certain black fighters. And if our homie like this fighter, we like him too. It's a bunch of groupies and shit. It's a bunch of other shit. So I choose on this day to say that as much as I say I like Frank Martin, love Spence, love Bud, and I love what Spence doing with Frank Martin. I love Frank Martin as a fighter, bro. Really, really a big fan of Frank Martin. I'm not going against Keyshawn, bro. Now, I like Keyshawn just as much. I support him just as much. And if that fight happen, I'm just going to be rooting for boxing. I'm not going to be rooting for Keyshawn over Frank. And I'm not going to root for Frank over Keyshawn. Nah, I just want to see a great fight. I'm not finna do this shit, bro. I'm not finna do this weird-ass shit you motherfuckers do. And no, Keyshawn Davis is not clout chasing. If Ryan Garcia wasn't clout chasing, then Keyshawn Show ain't clout chasing. We saw that Ryan just wanted Tank phone number. That motherfucker wanted Tank. Another thing I want to point out, yeah, since we talking about this, I damn near done a video, and boy, it was gonna be a funny motherfucker. Boy, I was gonna talk some shit about old Gooseneck. But now I ain't gonna get on old Joe Gooseneck. What I really want to talk about, and I'm gonna get to Keyshawn. I don't got much on him. I just wanted to. The real point I just wanted to make is that, nah, bro, I'm not finna clown you no more. Because before I made that, I was wrong about Keyshawn Day. I made a video saying, boy, get the fuck out of here before you get stopped. I'm not doing that shit no more. I seen some shit in him, bro. I've been listening to his interview. He not capping, bro. He not capping. And he got an amateur pedigree. The dude is not capping. And he been in the, I didn't know he been in the ring with Shakir since he was in the amateurs. So he been in the ring with top dudes, man. His ring IQ is next level. His ring IQ is not a prospects type on a prospects level. His fighting abilities is not on a he's a contender. And I'm gonna say, you motherfuckers let Loma fight in his third fight after being beat by Salido. You let him fight for a world title. So now we gonna do the same shit. And you know another thing? I think Keyshawn Davis is more impressive than Lomachenko. Yeah, that because he made old Walters quit and Rigondeaux quit and he beat Gary Russell Jr. Even though they drained Gary Russell. Anyway, it's a lot. He did a lot of impressive shit, but he was put on the right stage and he was given the right opponents. He was given the right opponent. You know what's crazy? Errol Spence never got credit for beating Mikey Garcia. Never got it. To this day, he has never got credit for beating Mikey Garcia. But old Rigondeaux moved up 2 weight classes. Yeah, he moved up 2 weight classes and fought Lomachenko. And they gave Loma full credit. And you know what's crazy? He was way bigger than Rigondeaux. Oh, but now that he's fighting Devin Haney, everybody's worried. Oh, Loma is so little and Devin's so big. Well, you were bigger than Rigondeaux. See, this EA Sport, it's in the game. You know, this shit is just in the game, bro. If you can fight somebody that you bigger than, then you need to fight a motherfucker that's bigger than you. So ain't no more crying. I don't feel sorry for Loma. Devin finna beat the dog shit out of Loma. And I got him by stoppage. You know, but don't get it twisted. Loma a hell of a fighter. Devin will be tested that night. I got a video prediction coming on that. Devin will be tested in every way. He will be tested more than he was tested against Linares, Jojo Diaz. He will be tested at the most. He gonna be tested, bro. Loma can fight. That motherfucker is a highly skilled fighter. But like I said, Keyshawn Davis, I think, is just as good or better. Keyshawn Davis got some shit you can't teach. And I knew it when cause Bomac, you know, he one of them, you know, he can't hide his excitement, you know? And when he's in the ring with Keyshawn, when he talks about Keyshawn Davis, you would think it's almost like he's like a young bud, bro. Like, bro, they know he next up. Bomac know. Let me tell you something. Bomac know the game. Bomac knows special talent. And I got Bomac as a very good trainer. I'm going to say that too. I label him as a very good trainer. I ain't going to say great, though. But you're a very good trainer. And he see it too, bro. Keyshawn Davis ain't got number one flaw in my... I've only seen one flaw. Bro, the way he put his punches together, and he's huge. A lot of people don't... Keyshawn Davis big as fuck. He's a solid-ass 135. He big, bro. And his punching power is very solid. He got solid-ass punching power, and he's strong. Keyshawn Davis, I'm going to tell you something. Even though at this point I still got Frank Martin winning, bro, I just think he's too slick for you. See, and that's going to be the stat that's going to bother you because your one flaw is your flat feet. That's his biggest flaw. Your feet are very flat and very stationary. And I just know that Frank, with his slickness and the southpaw, and he turned, and all that shit they say about Loma with the angles, no, Frank do that shit. He do angles and shit and all kind of shit. And you know, you motherfuckers want to talk angles like Loma invented that shit. You motherfuckers need to go look at another brother from Virginia named Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker. Go look at them angles. Since you motherfuckers think Loma invented angles, I want you to go look at Loma's best angles and then go look at Sweet Pea. That motherfucker Sweet Pea was squatted damn near to the ground and just weaving punches. Squatted down, just weaving punch. Bro, don't compare no. Anyway, you out of Virginia. I think, and another thing, Keyshawn Davis is already a star. He ain't a superstar, but he's a star with 8 fights. He's known all around boxing, bro. And I guarantee you, I want to mark my words, Keyshawn Davis will be a superstar. He would be a super, and Virginia gonna stand behind him. They gonna stand behind him, bro. I like it, bro, and I like how you used, and you're a great promoter. You're a great self promoter, and that motherfuckers talk that shit. I like Keyshawn Davis. I like that shit because I'm tired of. I got caught up in the monkeyism. It just be so many bananas every now and then I eat one. So I had to catch myself. Now when a black fighter talks shit. See, when he don't talk shit, we say he don't sell because he should talk more shit. But when he do talk shit, we say he clout chasing and he need to shut the fuck up. See, when he do talk, we say he talk too much. So what is it, black folks? Can we just quit letting white folks tell us how to act and be? Now, I like confident. I like loud. Ali was a loud mouth that talked too much. So now Keyshawn keep talking too much. Nah, bro. That's why I don't be on the internet. I don't, I just don't. I just got off it. And I just, sometimes we get caught up and sometimes our opinion can be manipulated. So a lot of times you just got to be careful, man. Don't get lost in the sauce. They tell us we need to talk. We too quiet if we don't. Remember they said it about Bud. Bud needs to sell himself more. Well, Keyshawn Davis is selling the shit out of himself. He's in every interview he can get. He's calling out names. He want all the smoke. So, yeah, that those are all the ingredients for a star to be born. So, I'm fully behind Keyshawn Davis. And I'm fully behind Frank Morton. These are young dudes coming up, and I think they great fighters. Oh, but anyway, yeah, I got off Gooseneck. But yeah, the point I was making is, they, when he fired Gooseneck, I scanned the surfaces, and everybody just kind of, yeah, he fired him, and yeah, they saying Gooseneck was a double agent, and he was going back and giving information to Tank. Okay, check this out. Okay, if he was going back and giving information to Tank, that means he's a traitor. So that means all fans are in agreements with Ryan that he was fucked over. Where would you motherfuckers at when Wilder fired Mark Breland? Because every channel that was all over the internet said Wilder was wrong. Mark Breland should have stopped the fight. Let me tell you, they was going around interviewing every black trainer and every black fighter. What do you think about Mark Breland throwing the towel in? What? Look that shit up. Look up the reaction to trainers of Mark Breland. Everybody took up for Mark Breland. So, since we you motherfuckers believe in colleagues and sororities and taking up for your fellow sorority, you motherfuckers should have took up for Gooseneck. You should have took up for Gooseneck, and you should have called Ryan a coward, because this is his third trainer, and it ain't worked out for you, pimpin'. So, I just wish that we attack Gooseneck, take up for Gooseneck like we took up for Mark Breland. The world shitted on Wilder for firing Mark Breland. The world shitted on him. You know what's crazy? Everybody talked about how good of an upstanding man Mark Breland was. But guess what? What other fighter has hired Mark Breland? What other fighter has hired Mark Breland to be their trainer? He got any other fighters? Wanna know why he ain't got no fighters? Because everybody in the game know he cheated Wilder, bro. This shit like the dope game. I told everybody know who's selling and everybody know who motherfucking telling. Everybody know what Mark Breland did to Wilder. Everybody in boxing know it. Didn't nobody shit on Mark Breland? There is nobody that shitted on Mark Breland. The boxing world never shitted on Mark Breland, bro. They ain't never say he was a traitor. No, we didn't do that, bro. I didn't hear that on First Take. Nobody said Mark Breland. Everybody took up for Mark Breland. There was a whole movement to take up for Mark Breland. Mark Breland was on that UK, what's the boy, Stamina for Sale. Everybody brought Mark Breland on their couch to defend him. We defended Mark Breland. So if we're going to defend Mark Breland, and he cheated Wilder. And I don't know, he might have put something in his water. He could have done all kind of shit. He could have told Fatback Fury everything Wilder was working on. He did a lot of shit to betray Wilder. And we didn't bash him. So if we ain't gonna bash Mark Breland, we need to take up for old Joe Gooseneck. So that's how I feel about it. And I think you motherfuckers in boxing are fraud. Especially black fans. You motherfuckers ought to be ashamed of yourself as a man and as a woman. Nah, we didn't ride with him, bro. We whispered about it. We whispered about that shit. Cause I told you, when we really ride on some motherfuckers, blood gets shed and shit. Yeah, when black folks really X you out. Cause when you black and you do some fuck shit like that. Like I said, imagine if Bud had to put some shit in his gloves against Spence, and Spence came out there looking like a robot and looked like he had smoked some goddamn sour diesel and legs was gone and couldn't move, and Bud stopped Spence, and we find out Bud had some in his gloves and Bud cheated him. Oh no. Bud wouldn't be able to show his face, and each city he go to, all kind of Spence fans will be trying to get at him. They'll be trying to get at him. And that's what I know about boxing fans. Like I said, some shit would have happened to Bud. But like I said, we got this selective energy. We ain't got no smoke for Fatback Fury or any of that. So, like I said, we took up for Mark Breland, so you motherfuckers need to take up for Joe Gooseneck. That's why I didn't do a video about that shit. I don't give a fuck. All that sympathy for Ryan and shit, and who could be his next trainer? Maybe Coach Calvin is it. Man, I seen motherfuckers in my comments talking about Coach Calvin will be a good fit for him. I mean, yeah, man. It's like, get the fuck. Boy, I ain't never seen so many motherfuckers sympathetic for Ryan. That shit almost look gay. It look homosexualish. That shit look very RuPaulish for you motherfuckers to take up for Ryan. You know what I'm saying? It look very suspect when Mexicans ain't even taking up for him. You know, black folks, boy, y'all always trying to, anyway, let me get off this motherfucker, man. Keyshawn Davis, I think you're a very good fighter. I wish more black fans would come together and say, nah, bro, we gonna support. Anytime you calling for the smoke, because many fighters ain't calling for the smoke. You calling for it, bro. So for that, you get nothing but respect. Yeah, maybe black fans will get behind him. I know Bud fans will, because he's linked to Bud. So, you know, all this linked to and all that shit and trying to ride with PBC fighters, Top Rank. Fuck PBC and fuck Top Rank, because they both got the same fucking agenda. So all you motherfuckers think, oh no, I'm riding with Al. Bro, Al is a fucking coon. That bitch ain't shit. That bitch let his fighter get cheated. So fuck Al Heyman and fuck Turkey Neck Bob. So yeah, and Bob, you have been doing better by black fighters since that shit was Bud. And yeah, you do business with Jay Prince. But nah, I still don't trust none of you. So I support fighters first. And all that there and all that side of the street, that shit come fall behind. So yeah, this is your 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.